fairies and humans, and welcome to a quick review of Zootopia. Yes, I know. I'm really late to this. But I just thought, hell, why not? I just thought it'd be fun to review this movie as a furry. And I thought that would be cool. So, why not? Why not, people? So what do I think of this movie? I love it. I love this movie. I absolutely love it. And no, not just because the main character is a fox, or one of them, at least. Okay, well, that's definitely part of it, you know. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Of course I'm gonna love the fact that the main character is a fox. Well, one of them, there. You know what I mean. Yes, that is definitely a plus for me. But I just love how they did this movie. Yes, the story can be cliched, and the story isn't really something new when you think of it as being two different races. You know, in that kind of sense, it's not really that new. But they did it in such a way that it was enjoyable and fresh. You know, it felt new. They really tried to make it a movie that is animals that are in the human world, and how they would live in our world if they were like walking around as like anthros, you know, anthropomorphic animals. They found a way to incorporate all these little details into this movie with how they would live our lifestyle. By doing that, it makes the film unique. And the world of Zootopia is impressive. It really is. I love the ideas of all these different zones. So it's not like they just live in one city, that's just their city, all the polar bears and all that live there. No, they all have all their separate zones, but it's still part of Zootopia as a whole. And that is a really smart idea. It's a smart way to get around it. And if you look closely, you're like each sort of zone interacts with each other. And it says that like all the snow melting is what makes the rain. In like all the snow melting in like the ice zone, like the snow zone and all that, I can't remember what they call it at the moment. But all the snow melting and all that, and now adds to rain in the rainforest district. That is actually really smart. That is really smart. I have to talk about the nudist scene. Have to talk about it. I found this absolutely hilarious. This is like one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a Disney movie, ever. Definitely one of the funniest things. Because a lot of cartoons like don't wear pants or anything like that. You know, they don't wear clothing or anything, and especially pants. They always have a shirt but never patch. A good example of this is Robin Hood, for example. You know, he wears a shirt but no pants. So technically, in a way, he's naked. But in that movie, it isn't seen as being naked. You know, it never really is. It's just they don't wear clothing. You know, simple as that. But what makes this so genius is that, well, nothing is actually there, like in like all the cartoons, but they make it that like something is there, that it's not right to look at people who are naked and all that, even though you can't actually see anything. But that is what makes it so genius. And it's just such a hilarious scene that they did it like this, and it's just, it's great. It's absolutely great. Yeah, it's definitely one of the standout moments of the film, in my opinion. It's hilarious because you look at all the other Disney movies and all that. It's like, yeah, there'll be characters that don't wear any clothing, or like wear Robin Hood, where they just wear a shirt or something, and then they take it into this movie where it's like they're trying to make it like actual animals living in the human world and such. And so what we would see as being naked is, yeah, not clothing. And so, yeah, they did that, and it's hilarious. It's so good. And the main story of the carnivores and the herbivores isn't really something new, but it was done in a very interesting way, at least. And, you know, like these ones will have these kind of jobs, and others have this kind of lifestyle, and so on. But that doesn't mean they get along all the time in this world, you know, like it's basically, yeah, herbivores and carnivores don't exactly get along, and that's what this whole story is about, is mixing a herbivore and a carnivore together and seeing where that goes. And it is a really well done story. It is something that has been done before, but it's done really well. It's very smartly written. to be honest, I was actually pretty surprised by Judy. I was worried I wouldn't really like her too much because I wanted the fox to be the main character. You know, like a lot of us fans probably did. But I went in trying to give Judy a go, and I found her really quite fun. She was fun and just funny and just. I really enjoyed her character, and she wasn't like too much forced into being like a strong female lead or whatever. Like, cause sometimes it can just feel so forced. But in this case, it really wasn't. Like, she was still vulnerable, but she was still able to do things, and she would still be able to stand up for herself, and it was enjoyable. Like, I really did end up liking her. That said, I would have enjoyed probably seeing Nick a little more, because I would like to see more of his lifestyle and, like, you know, like what was him and Phoenix's relationship more. You know, like, did they live together? Did they like how did they meet and all that kind of stuff? I'm very curious in that. You know, I don't really see anything wrong with this movie. They did it in such a way that made it really enjoyable and smart. Now, I do admit that it's not the most hilarious movie. Yes, I did say I find the nudist scene like hilarious and that, but there's not like jokes constantly or something like that, which you will generally see in these kind of movies. But that doesn't mean it makes it bad. It made it better, in my opinion. Like, it wasn't just like you're gonna put it on to get, you know, more times you put it on and such, you're just gonna get annoyed by the same jokes over and over and over and over again. Instead, all the jokes that are in it are always funny. Like the sloth scene, that is absolutely hilarious. I still laugh at that scene. Cause you're like, okay, come on. Yes, I get it, the jokes. They're slow, yep. Yeah. okay. Like, you know, you're waiting for, like, yeah, just to hurry it along. But the more you watch it, the more funnier it gets, because it just keeps going and going and going. And of course the nudist scene is hilarious. I mean, there are funny things in it, don't get me wrong, there definitely are, but I for one don't find this film to be like laugh out loud constantly, and I'm kind of glad it isn't. Because it sort of helps build the characters up a bit more, and adds to their story a little more than just like making jokes every now and then. But that's the thing with this film. They really got what this film is all about, is animals living in the human world, and they did that so well that it is just really enjoyable film. And of course, the animation is beautiful. It is the most beautiful animation in like any of these Disney movies. It is so well done. You pause it, look at all the details in the fur and such, and how much work that would have been. They did an excellent job. The animators deserve a lot of credit for this. They deserve a lot of credit, because this is amazing to look at. It is a beautiful film. Not just in the scenery, but the characters themselves look beautiful. So good job, animators, good job. And I will talk about it. Try Everything. I love that song, love it. And I'm so glad it's not overused, or I'm so glad this isn't like Frozen or Moana, where it's just songs repeatedly, you know, just songs repeated, and or just, yeah, lots of songs constantly. I don't like Disney movies that have constant songs in them. I really don't, because every time you watch it, they can get a little boring. First time watching around, yeah, it's fine, but like, you watch it, the more you watch it, it's like, yeah, okay, I'll just skip through this, skip, because it doesn't add to anything. It's just like a quick way to get the movie moving, and it can kind of ruin some movies. Like for me, I do love Moana. It's a beautiful film, absolutely beautiful. But my God, the songs are so boring to me. Like, they're nice, but they're literally there just to move the film on, and it kind of just ruins it. It ruins the storytelling. And I swear some of those songs are the exact same songs over and over again. Now, yes, you do hear Try Everything twice. But hear me out. First time you see it is perfect, because it is a way to move the film along. First time you see it, but it's also the perfect way to show the world. And with just Judy sitting down in the train, it's going on, and you know, you get to see the entire, what Zootopia is. You get to see all these different zones they go through and while the song's playing. And it's a perfect sort of fit to like, to seeing this world. So I thought it was like really well done, and it wasn't just like her singing it or something like that. It was just in the background while you're just seeing all this beautiful world as such. And then it plays right at the very end, but that's like credits. It's like in the credits, so people can leave, you know, you don't have to watch it then. At the same time, I did find it to be like a pretty decent way to end the film. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think it has a really good message as well. You know, the whole try everything thing, you know, just go out and try. You know, you get kicked down and got up again, you know, that's a strong message. What I find Frozen's song, just let it go, you know, it's just basically saying, it's okay to be a bitch. Just let your emotions out and do whatever the hell you want. Because like, when does that song play? It's when the queen is letting out her emotions and all that. And it's just like, yeah, I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want. I'm just going to let out my feelings. Now, that's fine. That's fine message. You know, just letting out them. And she's like, the cold never bothered me anyway. And the way she looks when she's doing it, it's like, yeah, I'm just going to be a bitch. I'm going to be a cold-hearted bitch. That's what I feel like that song is. Anyway. Okay, well, I've said what I wanted to about this film, so I'll just go straight into rating now. And this is a simple 10 out of 10. Easy. This is an easy 10 out of 10 because music's beautiful, the world's beautiful, the characters are great, all the voice acting's great, everything's great about this film. Everything is really well done. Yeah, I don't really have that much else to say about it besides what's already been said. You know, like, it's a beautiful film. If you haven't seen it, how? People, go see it if you haven't. I mean, if you're watching this, you're furry, so you've already seen it. So watch it again. Well, guys, that's the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this very late review. Oh well, you know, I do what I can with what I can. And I'm trying something a little new here, so I hope it's not so bad. If it is, my bad. I'm trying my best with new things, so... Anyway, subscribe to my channel, guys, so you can see all the latest stuff as soon as it's posted. Alright, guys, see you next time. Ow, ow!